If you are yet to finish the Arankina Manhunt mission, then this video is filled of spoilers. So back out now, do not continue watching. Today, I'm going to be discussing this duck, how to get a hold of all of these comms, Arankina, this briefcase, Arankina again, this briefcase again, and we are going to be talking about the first ever triple XP event on the Division 2. Not only that, there's a ×5 XP event on the Division 2 coming. So let's go back to the ducks. This, I think, is a secret on this Arankina Manhunt mission. It's a secret or an Easter egg, I have no idea. But if you've done this mission, you know you've got to interact with this generator here before you go down the lift. Quite early on in the mission. Notice that duck there, the tuxedo. There are 8 of these ducks that are found during this mission, and one does have a special interaction. So we've shot that duck there, and we're going down the lift. And to be very honest with you, that duck that I just shot was the only one that I found. Kyoto on Twitter or X reached out to me. They tagged me earlier and said that he found a duck secret and he wanted to show me all the locations. So huge shout out. Everything that I'm about to show you about these ducks are thanks to Kyoto. The second duck you can find is soon after this area where you see a decoy up top of Arankina. You'll come into this room here where enemies can be up top in that window. And then once the room is clear, if you just jump on top of this table, you're going to find duck number 2. So just shoot him. I'm saying shoot them, but I don't think it matters in all honesty. Anyway, moving on. You're going to come through this corridor here. There'll be another decoy of Arankina before you go to that door in front. Check out this door here, which is a normal loot room on Federal Emergency Bunker to find 3 decoys of Arankina. And also another duck. You got the loot crate there. You got computers in front. And the duck, look down to the right near the bed. And I shot that one as well. So that's the third duck. I don't know whether the fact that there's 3 decoys of Arankina mean anything, as in that's also the third duck you come across. But anyway, you'll progress shortly after that. You'll go through a cafeteria and you come to this location here where there are a lot of these trap mines. So I'm just shooting all of them out. And be very careful here because you can knock the duck off if you get blown up. But there's a 4th duck here. And this one has an interaction. If we shoot that duck, the area goes dark. There's another decoy of Arankina, and then there's a duck decoy that pops up. You can shoot that as well, but that's all that happens. There's no other indicator or anything like that. But it kind of, for me, signifies that this is some sort of secret. And like I said, there's loads of ducks. I've shown you 4 now, but there's still 4 more ducks on the mission that you can go and find. And one's in this room here. So I'm just going to shoot out this trap wire here, but here's the 5th duck in the locker, so I shot that as well, and there's still 3 more to find, with the next one being in this area here where you got to go through the corridors with all the gas and you get disorientated. You shoot out both of the weak spots, the gas goes, and near the second weak spot is this duck here. So that's now duck number 6. As soon as you finish the dark room, which we scaled all over for another duck and couldn't find one, just outside, look down to the left where there's normally a loot box, and you're going to have duck number 7. And then as you're approaching the end of Federal Emergency Bunker, this is just before the last area here, you'll notice some electric and there's a bit of water here at the side and a gate. You can shoot duck number 8 through that gate. So we've shot all 8 of these ducks, and we've done them in different orders. We've just shot that one duck that makes that hologram appear, and nothing changes anything. There's no sound effect or anything to signify that they mean anything. Nothing. A little quack or something would be great, but you could literally just run this mission and just shoot this one duck and ignore the rest, and this will happen. It'll go dark, it'll go red, and the duck will appear. So whether this is just a reference to the ducks, a little bit of an Easter egg to the ducks, I don't know. It could just be that, but the fact that there are 7 other ducks on this mission with that one as well, making 8, possibly more as well. We might be missing some. It does make me think there's more of a secret to this, so I will be looking further into it. And if you've got any information other than what I've already shared with you now, please do let me know. So, the Arankina Manhunt, what a day. I feel so sorry for the developers. It was just crashing all day. We were trying to log in and just get Windows to progress. We got all the way up to the Arankina Manhunt and we just couldn't finish it before the Delta. They eventually reset the servers, took them down and fixed them, and we got it done. And it was worth the wait, I think. We're now going to talk about Aaron Keener, the story, where this season leaves us, and what we think is coming, because I do think it gives us quite a few clues. For starters, I think this mission was brilliant. It was kind of underwhelming at the end, because I did say this in stream earlier. We got to remember there is another season before the DLC. So we've got one more season coming before we get the expansion and the new map and Brooklyn. And I think all of the big reveals are going to be in that. So that meant that this one wasn't going to be as big as that one. And I was happy with how they did it and what they gave us. They have given us a lot of questions. I personally felt we were going rogue at the end of the season. It sounded like Aaron Keener was testing us to join him. And if you've played it, then you'll know that in fact, Aaron Keener seems to be joining us. So what's all that about? He's trying to get Manny's trust. So we're going to go over all that in a moment, but I do just want to say how fun it was to go through a mission and at the end here, work with Aaron Keener himself. Actually working with him, we're doing a mission together. I thought it was real cool, and I thoroughly enjoyed this mission. It's one of the best climax missions I've played yet, just because of that fact, and I think they've done a great job with this, so thank you. What you're going to want to do just to get all of the story in is listen to the comms that you get, as always. And when you first complete the First Rogue Manhunt, you are going to be a few short. So to get all of them, you've just got to keep on completing the Aaron Keener mission over and over until you've got all 29 out of 29. And then make sure you listen to them. All these comms this season have been very interesting. I'm actually going to throw them all into a video and upload them on my VOD channel for people that may not be doing this and still want to listen to them. But when you get to the end ones here, the additional ones you have to go and get, they are comms between Aaron Keener and Manny. And they kind of reveal that Aaron Keener is talking to Manny before we actually do this mission to go and find him. And he's agreed to go and meet him at the White House. So it's his plan all along. Like, I think he was trying to gain trust off us. And if you listen through all these comms that we got today as well, from what I could gather, is that Aaron Keener is trying to get a lot of people on his side so the division can't say no to him. He's had Fei Lau in the past. He's got Kelso on side. He's getting us on side. It seems like he's trying to build a team. And I think he believes if he builds that team, he can rejoin the division to then help him with what he wants to achieve. There is probably a ton more to take from those comms as well. But something else that adds up to this story is this briefcase that Aaron Keener has. It's got watches inside. And once we finish the manhunt, we are instructed to come back to the base of operations to come and find a special guest. And that is Aaron Keener. He is in the base of operations. You can see this is where the firing range is. Just beyond that is a secret door, and we've got him in a cell. So this is the deal that Aaron Keener made with Manny. You hear it in the comms. Manny said that he would allow Aaron Keener to come and have a word with him, and he'd let Aaron Keener have his say to try and get Manny's trust on the basis that he stayed in a cell and we waited until Kelso returned to vet him. And Aaron Keener said deal. And when you come here at the end of the mission, he kind of confirms all that. He says, "Hey, agent, welcome to my new home, the panic room. Manny's not ready to trust me. I can't really say I blame him." And Keener says, "So as much as I'd like to be out in the field with you, it looks like our work will have to continue with a few conditions for now." So my guess there is our work is going to be next season in Season 2 of Year 6, Seasons 2.0. And he'll be giving us missions from this room, and that'll basically be throughout the season, which will then expose what's coming in Season 3, the DLC, the expansion of Year 6. So that's how I see it go. But there's a few more clues as to what that could entail. Because this briefcase, again, we're going back to this briefcase. Okay, so inside this briefcase is 6 watches. And I believe they are Anna watches. So I believe we're going over to that AI. We won't be having Isaac. Or it could be a mixture of both, like it was on the Manhunt mission, which I found very comical. I thought it was brilliant. But Aaron Keener mentions about building a team. And there's 6 watches. So who is his team? I think we can safely assume it's us, Aaron Keener. Does he already have a watch? Does he need one of these? Let's just assume he does. So that's 2 of us. And there's 4 more watches. We've got Theo, potentially. We've got Kelso, Manny. And who's the last one for? I think it's very safe to assume there's going to be a lot more surprises. There's certainly a lot of questions still going through my head as we go on. There's clues definitely there. We're going to be building some form of team before we head to Brooklyn. And he just needs to get the trust from Manny to have that team formed and basically rejoin the division by the looks of it to go and get the task done, whatever that is going to be. That's going to be the expansion. That's why we're going to Brooklyn. We're now building that team for Brooklyn. For the look, that's how I see it. I think season 2's going to be building that team for Brooklyn. Other things that I just want to point out, thanks to Milk for pointing this out. When you're going through the Manhunt mission, there are a few voice cues that you can pick up on. Something about your home is always where your mask is, something like that. But there's loads of traps as well. If you've done it, tons of these tripwire traps. I think this might be a future skill variant, by the way, for us. It'll be part of the shock or shrapnel trap. We probably have a trip trap, and it hit so hard. I actually thought we were going to unlock it on this mission. We didn't. So, but maybe next season or the expansion, this is a new skill we're going to get. Who knows? But there's other things as well. He kept on saying that these traps aren't for you. So when he's saying they're not for you, who were they for? Were they just for the Black Tusk? Is the fact that he mentioned a mask as well? Is that linking in? Was it for the hunters? I think there's a lot of clues that you could probably pick up on by going through this manhunt and the conversations he's having with you. Just to point in the direction of maybe who we're going to be going after and fighting next season or in the DLC, and maybe who our team's going to be. But that pretty much was it. I've covered everything that was kind of revealed today without going through all the comms and stuff like that. And I'm quite excited to see where it goes. So let's move on. I'm guessing we can expect the next season in about 6 weeks and 6 days and 9 hours from the time of this recording, because that's when it says this season ends. Now, if that's true, that's going to be the 22nd of October, which means we've got a lot of time from now until the 22nd of October. That's over a month. It's like just short of 2 months away. It's like a month and 3 weeks. And all we've got left of this season is we've obviously got this Manhunt, which is available this week. Next week, in 7 days, we've got the Knicks League, which goes on for 2 weeks. We have the Guardians Global event that unlocks at the same time. We have the Golden Bullet Global event that unlocks in 3 weeks. And now let's just have a look at this one that's been added to the end here. A ×5 XP event, which also unlocks in 3 weeks, 2 days. Now that's new today. All these icons are different as well. It's as if they've changed all the icons, ready for Seasons 2.0 that is coming in the next season. Things are just looking a little bit different here. And a ×5 XP event, is this something that's going to be added to the season tracks going forward? Like nice little XP events like this? That's a lot of XP. And I wonder how much you can actually get from that. And if you like the sounds of that right now, normally you get on a manhunt a ×2 modifier. You get it for the duration of the manhunt, and it's the same again, but you get ×3 this week. So right now in the Division 2, you can get ×3 XP, and normally the ×2 goes very, very quickly. I think it's about 10, 15 levels, something like that. Look how many levels they're giving us today. Now, I don't know whether this is like a, sorry, we've been down all day with the servers, have a ton of levels, but it's 70 million XP you're getting this ×3 for, which is a total of about 100 levels. So you could smash this game over the next few days and get 100 levels very, very quickly with that ×3 event. If that's anything to go by, then I wonder what the ×5 event's going to be towards the end of the season. Just a few final things to go over just before we end this video. Look at the Arankina outfit I'm wearing. This is on sale right now. I'm practically wearing the same outfit as him. It's real cool. I like it. And it's not too expensive. If you go into the apparel store this week, go to store, go to bundles. It's here. It's I think I got it for about 1,500 credits. It's a little bit different than the last Arankina outfit that they did, and I only had to spend about £8 for 1,000 credits because I had 600 already. You get the Arankina bundle with the hood. You can switch it to the one without the hood as well, which I believe is the one that he's wearing throughout this Arankina Manhunt mission. There's some gloves there for you too, and the Arankina weapon skin, which is a universal one. So that's really cool. That's available now, and you've got 2 weeks to get a hold of that if you want it before it goes. If you like it, I advise that you do it because it can be a while before these come back around on rotation. And then the free vanity reward was the backpack trophy. You got this for completing the Arankina Manhunt mission. You got the Kina trophy. And there we have it, the First Rogue season climax. It was a hell of a day. There's a lot of issues. We got there in the end. I don't think it was anticlimactic myself. I wasn't expecting this to be huge bombshells today because of next season being in the middle of this season and the DLC. I thought they'd save a lot for then. So I'm quite happy with how this went. It's kind of like answered a lot of questions. It's gave me a lot more questions. I'm certainly interested in season 2 and where that is heading. I'm interested in your thoughts as well. So comment down below in the comments. I'd be interested to read what you think about the season end and where you think this is going in season 2. And yeah, don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it today. Subscribe if you're new around here. Until the next video, thank you so much for watching this. Take care and peace out.